Ever since the Sizzle Season Update trailer reveal, we've been overloaded with new information on this upcoming update. We all know about the big things this update is going to entail, like new main weapons, maps, challenges, and even a big run coming soon too. But with all the excitement, there's lots of little details that you might have missed as well that I think are just as exciting. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at 8 things that you might have missed in the Sizzle Season Update. And after this video, definitely let me know in the comment section which things you think I might have missed in this video. Starting us off, as is the case with a brand new season, we actually have some new emotes which have been revealed right at the end of the trailer. Of course, with every new update we get more emotes, something that is a part of the new catalogs. This time though, you can actually see 2 players doing a fist bump together, and it's kinda hard to tell whether this is actually a new emote or just some kind of new win animation. It could possibly be even something related to challenges honestly, as it does appear at that end of the portion of the reveal. I do remember seeing a data mine quite a while ago now that did mention fist bumps, and it did kinda seem like there was something that would be added to the existing emotes rather than a separate emote in themselves. But right now I think it's a bit too difficult to tell whether this is going to be that or not. Either way, I'm super excited to see what new emotes come with the new season. I always think that's one of the most exciting parts of the reveals, and it's cool that we can finally fist bump each other. I would love though to see an animation for some kind of failed high five. I think that would be absolutely hilarious, so hopefully that's something we do get in the future. They need to do that now. During this section of the trailer, we also got a look at the mini-map for our new map. So here you can see it in all of its glory, or I guess not glory according to some people. Now, as we know, the maps of Splatoon 3 are probably one of the most controversial things in the game. A lot of people have been critical of the map design and just don't feel like it's as good as what we had in the past games, especially due to what a lot of people call hallway stage design. Now, I wouldn't say this stage really suffers from that. It's not just like a straight line, but what people are saying is that this new map is a Tetris piece. And that honestly seems to have disappointed a lot of people. Now personally, I'm going to wait until the update actually drops and play on this a whole bunch before I make my judgments. I'm not the most excited about this map, but to be honest with you, I'm more interested in the actual theming of the maps, and I feel like this one is kind of similar to Makomart a little bit. I think it would have been really cool to have like an outdoor beach kind of stage, but then again, I guess that might have felt too similar to Mahi Mahi. I don't know, it's definitely difficult. They had to come out with some kind of summer map. I'm still glad it's being added to the game though. I think it will be a lot of fun to play on, at least for the first few times until people figure out what they don't like with it. But you're definitely gonna have to let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this new map and its design. I would love to hear. Are you happy with how it's shaping up to be, or do you wish it was slightly different? And do you think there's any chance that Nintendo might actually adjust more of the map layouts in this update or not? Hopefully that's another update that we might learn about before the update drops, as I would love to see more major map adjustments. Nintendo did actually share some new information about the new main weapon, which is the Painbrush, over on Twitter. And interestingly enough, they didn't explicitly say what the special and the sub-weapon for this is, but thankfully looking through the footage we can find out pretty quickly exactly what they are. So in case you didn't know, the Painbrush has the curling bombs and the wave breaker. Now I've seen some mixed opinions on this particular kit. Personally, I think this is pretty decent honestly. I've never been a huge fan of the wave breaker, but still, I really don't think it's the worst kit out there. It definitely could be a lot worse. Perhaps it isn't the most exciting that we could have gotten, but I like the direction of this weapon. I'm really interested in playing around with this one. Like I've said before, it almost does kind of feel like a mix between a roller and a paintbrush. It's got a much wider brush, which is going to be good for turf wars and just getting a lot of ink in general. So I think I will actually be using this one quite a bit when the update comes out. I definitely like my curling bombs, not as big on wave breaker, but you'll have to let me know what you think about this particular kit, as I think every player is going to have a differing opinion. However, one that does seem quite a bit more negative is the S-Blast 92. They didn't explicitly reveal the kit for this either, but we can see it in the footage, and we can see that it has the sprinkler and reef slider. Now personally, I don't think the sprinkler is too bad. I'm not sure if it's the right type of sub-weapon for this weapon, to be honest, but I don't mind it at all. However, the reef slider is definitely a bit disappointing. Now, unless Nintendo decides to majorly upgrade the reef slider, which I don't think they're going to do because they've already tried this a little bit and it didn't really work, I definitely think this weapon has got a bit of the shine taken off of it, at least in my opinion. I actually used the reef slider a lot back when I started up the game, and I quickly realized just how easily this thing got me killed. So this definitely could be a big put off for a lot of people who are excited for the S-Blast 92. I think the actual action and gameplay of it here though looks really cool, and it definitely does get me a little bit hyped to actually try the weapon out, so maybe I shouldn't judge it too quickly honestly. As you might have seen in one of my other videos, we also saw that there are a whole bunch of other new kits coming in this update too, which was expected, and these were revealed as a part of the table turf cards. Now whilst these table turf cards don't really show us exactly what they are, we have had some guesses, and finally thanks to the footage I was just showing you from the Painbrush and also the S-Blast 92, we have a good idea now of what some of these weapons will actually have. So listen up. First of all, it seems like the Tetras will actually have the sprinklers, so more sprinkling action for you there. Next, the Sea Squelchers will have beacons, the Nova will have Inkjet, Big Swig Roller will have the angle marker, and Heavy Splatling Deco will have the Kraken. Now, a lot of people seem to be either very worried or very excited about the Heavy Splatling having Kraken. I don't really have too many opinions on these kits myself. I don't really know if I'm going to be trying a lot of them. I am definitely interested in that new Big Swig Roller, although I've never particularly loved the angle marker. But it's great to finally know what some of the subs and special weapons we're going to have for these. Hopefully the full details will be revealed soon though, as the update is coming out shortly. Now everyone knows that Nintendo revealed a new Big Run event, which is so exciting. I absolutely cannot wait for it to happen. However, there is a part of it that did confirm we will not be seeing a new King Salmonid in this update. This is due to the reward that we're actually getting for this Big Run. Rather than being a King Salmonid statue, this time around it is just a whole bunch of lesser Salmonids, which heavily indicates that we will not be seeing a new King Salmonid. Now this was already to be expected, as I didn't assume they would do back-to-back King Salmonids. It'll probably come out in the update for September, especially as that is the game's anniversary update. It kind of seems like with Salmon Run, it's going in the pattern of having a stage, then a King Salmonid, then a stage, then King Salmonid, so probably next update we won't see a stage. I'm definitely a little bit disappointed about this because fighting Ouroboros was one of the most exciting parts of the new update, and especially playing the new Big Run. This time though, we might actually be fighting Kohouzuna again. Another piece of Salmon Run news that definitely got lost in the mixture of excitement is the fact that you can now play Eggstra work in the solo queue. You don't have to have friends participate in it, which has made the event a lot more accessible for players. I definitely think this is a good step in the right direction, and although personally I didn't really enjoy Eggstra work that much, I feel like this will open it up to a lot more exciting opportunities. Finally, we have actually gotten to see the stages that will be in place for the first two challenges. I believe this only appeared over on the Japanese account. Nintendo of America actually hasn't been posting some of the images that you see over there. It is confirmed that for the first challenge, which commemorates the new season, the stages will be the two new stages that we're getting for this update, which is really cool. So this should be a good opportunity to play on them a lot and get in some practice, which I'm definitely excited about. I'm not too excited about the fact that it's going to be a limited time event, but still, I'm looking forward to seeing how it'll go down. But definitely let me know what you're most excited for in the Sizzle season. I just cannot wait to play. If you made it to the end, be sure to comment Sizzle Gang down below so I know you did. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing and turning on notifications for more.